Well, the Federal Emergency Management Agency has been on the ground here in Central Texas to assist in helping Central Texans file relief claims with the agency. And 6 News reporter Mike Rogers talked with a FEMA spokesperson today about what that process will look like for applicants. Mike?
Yeah, Lindsay, Craig Browning, a FEMA spokesperson, says they'll ask if at least one person in your home has a social security number, and they'll also be looking for verification, like a deed to a home that you live in a declared disaster area. The agency says that process is typically done through an automated records search. If an inspection is required, Browning says the agency will send an inspector within 3 to 4 days after an application is received, and that inspector will try to contact you a total of 3 times by phone. Browning says FEMA needs to know how this tornado affected you and your family because everyone's situation is different. And Browning says you should absolutely make a claim with your insurance on top of applying for FEMA assistance.
There's already $48 million on the streets in Texas, directly in the hands of survivors of these storms from northern Texas to southern Texas, all the way to the Louisiana border.
Widespread damage and a lot of funding. Now, Browning says if you receive a letter saying that you're currently ineligible for federal relief funds, to read it carefully. He says in most cases, if a homeowner indicates they have insurance, the agency will need the determination letter from the insurance company to move your application along. Browning also says FEMA inspectors will schedule times for inspections and says if an inspector contacts you and you have not applied for FEMA assistance, to let them know because somebody may be using your information to fraudulently apply. Got to look out for that stuff, Lindsay.
Thanks, Mike. All great advice. Also, if a FEMA inspector does visit you, make sure that you ask for identification. They're required to wear and show photo ID badges.